Hey guys, so we have the TEQ DOKKANFEST BARDOCK banner live on Global. One weird thing about this is if we go to the Peel Off Trove, or I guess Special now is what it's called, there's only one pack, which is strange because they typically have like a very cheap pack and then they have like a more expensive version. This only has the expensive version. This only has the $35 pack here. But, you know, it's pretty standard stuff, 20 tickets, you get Skiller, level 4 gold, some meat, training items, or stuff like that. So, I mean, it's still worth getting if you're spending money on the game anyway, but it's weird that they only did one. So let's go ahead and pick up the stuff from the pack there, and we'll check out this banner. So the TEQ BARDOCK banner. So it looks like there are discounts, which I guess maybe that's the reason why they only gave us one pack, is because now they consider discounts as like a supplement to that, which, whatever, sure. All right, so let's take a look at this banner. So we have BARDOCK. Of course, we have the new banner unit, Tora. I think they're solid. I don't think they're anything like too crazy. Like, we've definitely seen better banner units than Tora. I think Android 8 is a better banner unit than Tora. I think, you know, STR Piccolo is a better banner unit than this Tora. There's a lot of other banners too. I think probably Superhero Pan is better as well. Like, there's more than those ones as well that are better than this guy. But I mean, this guy's still pretty solid. He's not bad. Majin Vegeta, actually really nice inclusion here, especially if you run him next to Vegeta and Trunks. We have Super Vegeta, Int Broly, GL Bardock, and then Frieza. So yeah, that's the lineup here. Not really an insanely good banner. I think Majin Vegeta is like the other thing you're probably aiming to get if you're summoning on this. Let's go ahead and do the tickets first. So the tickets are going to... Oh, it's a 20 ticket summon. Okay, that's why they did it like this, I guess. So Dokkan Festival ticket summon, new Bardock arrives. Oh, it's actually a featured guaranteed. One featured SSR character guaranteed. Okay, never mind. That's a very good deal. So featured character guaranteed. Yeah, that, I mean, they don't do this on every banner anymore with the tickets, but I mean, this is very good. I'll take this. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the ticket summon here. So my luck in Dokkan recently has been incredibly good. Like, the entirety of this year, all the way from January until now, my luck in this game has been incredibly good. So at some point we are going to get incredibly unlucky. It's going to happen. Like, you cannot have luck like this that just continues indefinitely. At some point, it's going to have to, you know, dip down a little bit. The way this game works is because of its random nature, you're going to have times where you're really lucky and you're going to have times when you're really unlucky. So right now, I'm at, you know, I think the peak of luckiness for me, at least. Okay, this wasn't the guaranteed featured character. So eventually, we're going to have to come down into a valley at some point. So yeah, it's going to be either this banner or the next banner or the next banner. I mean, this cannot last forever. Since the beginning of this year, January, I've had unprecedented luck. So it will probably end soon. So we will see if this is maybe the banner where it does end. All right, 20 character multi. I'm not really used to seeing this many units fly across the screen here. Bardock. Let's just get it out of the way. Let's get the first copy of Bardock, and let's. Okay. Sure, dude. I actually didn't think it was going to be him because I think mostly recently I have actually been getting the new unit guaranteed animations for characters. I think there was definitely a bunch where I didn't though. Okay, so tickets, massive W for the tickets. Okay, let's lock them up. Sure. Yeah, not that one. All right, so the stone summons here. So it looks like we have a 5 character multi for 25 stones, which isn't really anything special because you're still getting the same amount of characters you would get from a normal summon anyway, but I guess it's nice to have a cheaper quote-unquote multi. Sure. All right, let's jump in here and we'll see what we get. So I guess I could talk about my thoughts on this character just overall. I'm pretty neutral on this character. I don't think he's overly crazy. I don't think he's overly hype, but I don't think he's like bad or underwhelming or anything like that. I think he's just a very solid, you know, sort of like middle of the pack character. I think what he brings to the table in the form of his scouter, in the form of the rainbow orb changing. Oops, I did not turn on Do Not Disturb, and I actually have the setting on my phone now where it does it automatically if it like senses that it's hooked up to my my screen capture. So I'm glad that it did that. Okay, that's good. So yeah, I mean, again, I like his scouter effect. I like his orb changing effect. But he's kind of just like okay, like he's a very solid character, but that's it, right? I think aesthetically he is really cool. I think his intro probably is just the best intro. It's up there. It's top 3 at the very least, I think, in terms of just how cool it looks, the OST in conjunction with the animation. I think it does look really good. So I do like his OST a lot. I like his intro a lot. Super attack animation is okay. I don't really think a super attack animation by itself is anything particularly special. Active skill is also, I would say, just okay. I mean, do I want to say it's just okay? I mean, it's obviously very good. Okay. Interesting. I guess the luck will continue. I guess we're just infinitely going to be lucky forever. Going through my nanogenics phase here. His active skill definitely looks good, but it's like you're comparing active skills to other active skills you've been getting recently. Like I am not a huge fan of the way that they designed LR Ultimate Gohan, right? Obviously, most people agree. But I cannot deny the fact that his active skill is probably just hands down the best animation ever in Dokkan. So it's like when we have characters like this Bardock release, you're comparing the active skill animations to animations like that. It's tough to hold up to that, I think, right, in terms of just the quality of the animations. So he's got a lot of competition there just in terms of how good the animation is. But again, a character that I don't think is like, oh my god, he's so broken, or oh my god, he sucks. Like, he's literally just good. He's in the middle of the pack. Like, I don't want to call him mediocre either, because mediocre tends to have like a negative connotation to it. So I'll just call him solid. I'll call him very solid. He's a very solid Dokkan Fest. And the one thing I will give him praise for as well is his team. His leader skill is very, very good. We can actually take a look at this real quick. So let me finish this multi. This is nothing. Let's just skip through this. So his leader skill, if we go and take a look at that. Art, by the way, I think is really good. Like the actual card art. This is a very iconic scene from Bardock, right? So the leader skill is Goku's family, storied figures, and then the extra 30% goes to pure Saiyans. So a lot of characters that you know, work well together, like a lot of these Gokus and Gohans, you're able to throw on that team, and they actually end up working really well. So for example, the new Carnival Goku that Global just got, the STR Carnival Goku, he actually is able to work extremely well on this team. You can throw him on the team with like Gohan, the newly EZA'd Super Saiyan Gohan. Like, they work exceptionally well on this team. So there's a lot of different combinations you can make use of there. Bardock himself as an actual leader, I think, is okay. I think... Oh, there's Majin Vegeta. Okay. I think one criticism I have for Bardock is the fact that one of his main things he's bringing to the table is the Scouter effect. Right? It's part of his intro. He actually has his Scouter attached to his... Oh, there's Tor. Wow, this is a good multi right here. He has a Scouter attached to his intro that I think is up for... I believe it's 5 turns. I have to recheck that, but I believe it is 5 turns. So if you're running 2 Bardocks, you know, obviously as leaders, one of the Bardocks is like, their Scouter's pretty much not going to matter, right? Because you already have another Bardock bringing the Scouter to the table and activating that effect. So it's like you're kind of like overriding one of the Scouter effects from the other Bardock, which I guess isn't the biggest deal because the Scouter is just very important anyway, but it's kind of like a lot of Bardock's value, like I said, is in that Scouter. So when he's not, you know, bringing that to the table because it's already active, then his value kind of, I think, goes down inherently. But Rainbow Orb changing still very good. So him as a floating character, maybe on his own team, right? Just Rainbow Orb changing the whole time as a floater. You have 2 Bardocks, like both Rainbow Orb changing. I think that's really good as well. I guess the one other thing to mention as well as Rainbow Orb changing is also tied to his entrance animation or intro animation. So that might also become annoying if we end up getting longer style events in the future, because again, it's only, I believe, 5 turns. So that could be a slight issue moving forward. But I think it does give you enough time at the very least to like establish your rotations and build up a lot of these characters that now require a certain amount of hits to build up their passes, whether it's getting hit or doing hits, right? So Bardock is a character that like lets those characters, I think, establish themselves and do well, because if you have a Scouter and you have Rainbow Orb changing, it makes it a lot easier to just get the initial few turns down, while you can put your characters that are able to eat like the super attacks in front of super attacks, and then you can give the characters that need the orbs more easily because of the Rainbow Orb changing. So that's basically my overall opinion on this Bardock. I just give like a 7 minutes or 5 minute explanation on my overall thoughts on him that will probably just get repeated in the showcase, but yeah. All right, so we've got Tien and Chaozu here. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? No God, okay. This is a character I'm not really sure I will force a rainbow on. Like, yeah, we got really lucky for the first 2 copies, but I mean, you guys know at this point that that doesn't always mean that we're going to be lucky for the remainder of the banner. Recently, it has meant that, but we'll see. I believe this is just 3 unfeatured, yeah. Okay. There are still a lot of... I don't know if it's a lot, but there are a few characters that I actually could use that are unfeatured, like I mentioned in the past few summon videos. Oh, there's a fusion. I could use like AGL Jocko. I could use Int Superhero Pan. I can use Android 8. So a lot of these recent characters that have been coming out, the banner units, have been getting way more lucky in terms of actually pulling the main headlining DOKKANFEST characters. So that means that a lot of these banner units now are becoming characters that I still need. So BARDOCK, let's go. TEQ BARDOCK, not AGL BARDOCK. Super good. Okay, I haven't pulled him yet. That's fine. All right. All right. So how deep are we? We're about 500 stones in. It's fine. Vegeta, sure. We are fusing again. Okay. Let's see. If you guys are deciding to summon, let me know. Again, I think the main reason you probably want to summon on this banner is just because you want to run a lot of these like Goku family characters, right? Because the leader skill. That's, in my opinion, what makes him valuable is that leader skill combined with the scouter and the orb changing. Like his individual performance as a character, if you guys use him, like you'll see it's kind of just like okay. It's nothing too crazy. Like yeah, he can do damage. He has the guaranteed crits. But the problem with a character like BARDOCK is he does actually require that he gets his own orbs. Like he creates rainbow orbs, which is in theory it's good for the team, but he also does require that he get a certain amount of rainbow orbs for himself to get different effects. I believe it's 1 rainbow orb for effective against all types. I think it's 2 orbs for, I think it's a 50% stat boost, attack and defense, and then 3 orbs I believe gives him crits, but I'll recheck that later on. That's really good to the Torah. If you're going to be using BARDOCK as like, oh, I didn't know who that was for a second. If you're going to be using BARDOCK, I think, as like a main rotation character, that Torah I think is pretty important for him because they share a lot of links with each other, and then of course the insane support that Torah is giving. So, all right, so that should be 2 Torahs now and 2 BARDOCKs, which is very good. Definitely take that. But yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to chase the rainbow on him. We'll see. If I go like 1,000 stones more from here and don't pull another copy, I will probably not rainbow him. Because again, I'm not really using him for a main rotation character. He's more so going to be a leader skill battery and then scouter and rainbow orb changing sort of like feeding character for the rest of the team. So, but yeah, I mean, I think characters aesthetically is good, and he's just solid. So, all right, let's just skip through this. It's nothing. Yeah. All right, come on, show me another BARDOCK. Let's go. Never want to see Fat Boo flying in ever, for no reason. There's no reason you ever want to see Fat Boo flying in unless Hercule is flying in with him. Fat Boo by himself literally means nothing. All right, double screen crack. Let's go. One more. No. All right, how deep are we into this? We're about 13 minutes in here. Okay, so that means we'll go for. I usually like to make these around maybe a little bit under 20 minutes, so we still got a bit to go here. Gohan and Yamcha. All right, that's probably nothing either. So we got a Zeno. And then for the first copy, we actually didn't get anything. That was the ticket we got him on. So thanks for not giving me something interesting, but it's fine. All right, this is nothing. Okay. All right, next. Something else I guess to keep in mind is Whis, Chaozu, and Vegeta, huh? Okay, we're fusing. I want to check, when does this banner go away? Let me check this. So if you're somebody who's thinking about summoning on this banner, something to keep in mind is the next DOKKANFEST we should be getting is Saiyan Day. Saiyan Day is March 18th, but we should know who the Saiyan Day character is before the 18th. Nappa again, wow, okay. So there is, oh, Chila, I don't need Chila anymore, but that's a good pull. So when does this banner go away? It actually goes away on the 18th. So this banner actually, I believe, will end up going away like 30 minutes before Saiyan Day comes. I think the banner actually does come out on the 18th. Maybe I'm incorrect about that, but it's Saiyan Day is 3/18. But if you guys are interested in Saiyan Day, because it should be a same time celebration as JP. It has been that way for the past, what, 3-4 years now. So it should be a character that we actually don't have on, well, that JP doesn't have yet, sorry yet. So it should be a new character for both versions. So if that is something you want to save for, then I would suggest not summoning on this banner. But I think it would be wise just to not summon on this banner anyway right now, just to see what the character is going to be for Saiyan Day, because we should know what the character is going to be and the details of the character before this banner goes away. So there's literally no point in summoning on this banner right now, unless you're like a massive Bardock fan and you know you're going to summon for Bardock anyway. So I would suggest waiting and just, you know, seeing what the character is going to be, number one, and what the character does, number two, for Saiyan Day before you go ahead and summon on this banner. So that's my advice. All right, so we got Hercule and Boo. Again, it's the same exact meaning as a fusion. God? Okay, God animation with Hercule and Boo would have been pretty nice, but it's fine. All right, who have we not pulled yet? I don't think we've pulled AGL Bardock, actually, right? I don't think we've pulled him yet. This is going to be AGL Bardock, huh? Let's see. Is it AGL Bardock? Oh, I forgot he was on here. Okay, first form Frieza. Let's see what it was. Okay. So is AGL Bardock the only one we haven't pulled yet? I think so. Pulled him. Yup. No. Yeah, it's AGL Bardock's the only featured character we have not pulled yet. Oh, this is nothing. Alright, so I think we'll do a few more. We're about 16 minutes into this video now. Pretty good. No complaints at all from me, obviously. Global tickets came through. We got one on just a Zeno animation, normal stone summon. So yeah, I mean, if you guys do decide, like, if you're like a massive Bardock fan, and you're somebody who's going to be summoning on this banner no matter what, then good luck. But overall, I would say that this banner is not really too good. Wouldn't really call this too good, especially now that we know what the anniversary banners are going to look like. And you look at the you look at those banners, the Part 1 DOKKANFEST banners, and it just becomes very tough to muster the will to summon on like a banner like this, where like literally only Bardock can like compete with like the entire banner of the anniversary. Like it's ridiculous. Okay, so Vegeta and Yamcha, we're not fusing. Let's just blow through this as fast as possible. God animation? No. 19, yep. And that is it. By the way, I think the so it's gonna go this Bardock banner, then it should go Saiyan Day on the 18th, like I said. Oh, Vegeta didn't shout, so this never fuses for me. Okay, of course when I say it never fuses for me, that's when we get Zeno and a fusion. Nice. So I think it should go Bardock Saiyan Day, which again is on the 18th. Then I think the DOKKANFEST after Saiyan Day should be Yamcha, I think. Is it? I believe so. I think, yeah. We'll see. I think so. And then after that, I think it's Golden Week, which also should be a shared celebration. Okay, that's number 3 for Bardock. I guess at this point we're pretty committed here, huh? 3 copies. All right, we'll do like 3 more multis. We'll do this will be 1, and then we'll do 2 more after this, and I think we'll call it. Very content with this, obviously. So the luck continues. This is not the banner where we just fall off a cliff in terms of our luck. So, you know, however long the game wants to continue this streak, I'm okay with. And nothing. Okay. All right, let's do this one, and then we'll do one more, and then we will finish up. Goten. Oh, I saw the small outline appear. I thought it was gonna be Trunks. Goten and Chaozu, have they ever even spoken to each other? I don't think so. All right, so this is looking like nothing, which is fine. Maybe I'll just go until we get one more featured unit, because I don't want to. This is kind of like a cold streak here. Yeah, it's sure. All right, let's see what we get here. Let's do this, and we'll see what happens. Yamcha and Gohan. Okay, if we don't get a featured unit here, I'll keep going until we get at least one featured unit, because I don't want to end on this. This is trash. So we're saying 2. Okay, pretty generic. Krillin. Yep. And that is it, huh? Bergamo. All right, let's continue. Let's just keep going until we get a featured character. Then we will wrap up here. Okay, this is gonna be it. Okay, so once again, let me know down below if you guys did decide to summon, how your summons went. how many stones you used, and what you were able to get. Is this a god animation? It actually is. Okay. So this actually might not be a future unit, but I'm still going to end on this anyway because this god animation is still good enough. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck on your summons as we pull 3 unrelated characters here probably. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bardock, please. No, it's going to be 3 unfeatured. Whatever. I'm ending anyway. All right, there we go. See you guys all in the next one.